Last year, I went through 5 bad breakups: one with a boy, one with a friend, one with my sister, one with a career, and one with the city. I feel like everything in my life that I thought was going to happen just completely got obliterated all over the course of a year. Luckily, it didn't happen all in the same day, but it was pretty swift as far as how everything got basically burned to the ground. And this has happened to me before, but I was less aware really of what was happening. And honestly, the way that I'm handling it this time around is with much more certainty that it is leading me toward where I want to go. And I've had this specific vision of what I want my life to look like for, I don't know, probably like a decade. And it gets clearer and clearer, like how I want to feel in my body, how I want to look, the kinds of friends that I want to have, the partnership that I want to have, where I want to live or how I want to be living, like the kind of apartment that I want, the kind of lifestyle that I want, the kind of impact and meaning and fulfillment. Like I'm very clear on the vision. And making that vision happen has come at a cost I could have never really anticipated. And in fact, it's a good thing that some things are hidden from our path, because if we really knew what it was going to cost, I don't know if we would really go on the quest. But when you're in the middle of it and when you've done enough work towards it, it is worth it in the moment. But if you saw it ahead of time, you'd be like, how am I supposed to handle that? So I really trust my path, and I know that losing all of those things so quickly was really just losing a version of me that had a standard that wasn't up to the standard that I need to have in order to have my dream life. And I am willing, and honestly, I don't really have a choice, it seems like, to go through this process of transformation. And I can either sit here and think about the individual relationships and be like, well, they wronged me here and they're not doing this, and just putting all of my energy and focus towards them. But that really does me no good. And I do have to think about, okay, why did that happen? And what lesson am I supposed to learn here? Because it was really painful, and it still is really painful. And even though I'm very clear about my vision, I genuinely have no idea how it's going to fully come. Like, I know the next step in front of me, and I do that next step. And a part of that is showing up on social media, is showing up and putting out YouTube videos, even though like they get no views right now. But I know how social media works because I've grown my Instagram, and I'm new to YouTube, and I'm new to how it works, but I've committed to consistency. So today is a Wednesday, and on Wednesdays I show up and I film, even though, I don't feel my best today. I actually really didn't want to make this video because I wasn't feeling energetic. I wasn't feeling up to it, but this is the commitment that I made. I'm taking this seriously, and it's my joy and my honor to see my capacity grow, to take on more responsibility, to take on more pressure. It's my joy. And I know that the version of me that I'm becoming isn't someone who shies away from doing things they don't want to do. It doesn't shy away from doing uncomfortable things. And so, part of being who I want to be isn't just having the money that I get to have and spending the money. It's becoming the kind of person who would create that kind of income, which means handling more pressure. I think there was a version of me that didn't really understand that when you gain more, you also gain more responsibility, and getting comfortable with that, getting comfortable with taking action even though you're not 100% safe is something that I'm really working on right now. And being devoted to myself and my growth. And when I do that, it really is the ultimate act of altruism, because if I free myself, I will have more capacity to free others. So, this is the commitment that I've made, and I'm here to fulfill it. And often, I experience self-doubt. I absolutely do. But now I know that doubting myself is evidence that I'm pushing myself toward a more expansive version of me, because you're not going to have full trust in something you've never done before. So if I want to have a life, if I want results that I don't have, it means I have to be different than I am. I can't do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. Like, we all know that, right? So I have to feel unsafe. I have to allow myself to tolerate some feelings of unsafety. I don't want to feel like I'm in active danger, but if I feel like I'm in active danger and I'm not actually in active danger, that's something to be able to notice and recognize. Like, do I feel anxiety because I'm truly in a place that is unsafe? Or is that just my body telling me something based off an experience, but my consciousness can override it? Really, all of this loss that I've experienced, like basically my life just getting slashed out from under me. And really, I just feel like I'm here with empty hands, just asking the creator, like, what do you want me to do next? And taking one step in front of the other and just concentrating on what I have to do for that day is all I can do. So I've created this structure for myself, which I actually really quite like. So I'm on a content schedule. I'm learning more about business and finances and how to grow a business, right? Like, you can have these successes here and there, but how do you make it consistent? And am I willing to learn things that I don't know? Am I willing to be uncomfortable? And in my personal life, that's reflected by doing a lot of things that I'm not an expert in. Like, I'm doing daily yoga right now because it's constantly reminding me when I'm doing it. There are hard moments in it. There are uncomfortable poses. There are things that I'm not good at, and I want to be good at them, but it's 100% okay if I'm not. I get to be here in this moment, and that is success. The effort is the reward. The fact that I'm consistently showing up day by day and being in the process, that is the reward. I don't have to wait until I can do a handstand to start enjoying yoga. I can enjoy it now. I enjoy doing the process. I enjoy being in it. And so that's a daily reminder. I've been practicing Spanish every day, and oh my God, I literally cannot speak Spanish, and I've been practicing it every single day. But, I'm just, oh, wow, I learned a new word, or I learned how to say a verb in the imperative form today. And that's it. I just have to show up, do the work, and say what I've done today is enough. What I have to give today is enough. The energy that I have today is enough. And I choose to put my attention and my focus on my wins and not my losses, because I know when I put my attention on my losses, it doesn't help me. It's ineffective. So I've just been training myself to embrace the process of transformation, which means I know that this won't be the last time that my life feels like I'm here with empty hands, because I'm committed to a life of growth, and I'm willing to sacrifice whatever life tells me is needed to sacrifice in order to get to the next level. And losing the boy, the friend, the career, the relationship with my sister, and the city, all of that is just evidence that I'm losing a version of myself. And I'm okay with breaking up with her. But it is sad, because I loved her and I was comfortable being her, and I liked her, and I felt confident. I felt so confident. I felt so good. But I also wanted more. I wanted more, and I got to live in that world for a little while, and now it's time to choose a new world. So I'm really here kind of in this liminal space. And I mean, maybe it's probably not everybody's algorithm, but in my algorithm, it's a lot of that coaching of like, when you're in that liminal space, it's because you're about to enter your next level. And I'm kind of like, okay, great. Like, when is that? Because it's felt like it's been a year, but it really just has been the slashing. So now it's the time to rebuild everything. It looks like making daily commitments to really my curiosities and what I think may lead me to the vision that I have in my mind. And I'm also willing to pivot if it feels like, no, I thought that was going to lead me there, but it's really not. And it's also being really mindful of when I feel unsafe and saying, do I feel unsafe because I don't know how to do it? And do I just need to get more comfortable with doing something that I'm uncomfortable with? And do I need to turn on the intensity just a little bit more, right? Like, I think that sometimes in life, we think we either need to be still water or boiling water. But it's like, no, if I want to be boiling water, I don't have to turn up the temp all the way. I can just slowly turn it up for the next day, right? Like, it's kind of like progressive overload in the gym, Like, you actually can't go from doing a 5-pound bicep curl to a 60-pound bicep curl. No. It's literally progressive. And that's why I really, truly believe that most people don't get what they want in life, is because they're unwilling to do the small steps. And everybody that I admire, that I listen to, that has the life that I want, they always talk about that. So I'm like, okay, I am going to be one of the people who is down to take that small step. I'm down to do it. Every day I take one tiny step, and it genuinely feels like I'm not progressing at all. Every single day I don't feel like I'm progressing, but I just try to practice what I'm learning in yoga, which is to stay here, to stay in this moment, and to say, I'm enough as I am. I'm okay as I am. This time that I'm in is, it's not my favorite. It's really not. Like, there's a lot of loneliness. There's a lot of self-doubt. There's a lot of things that I don't prefer here. But I accept that there are times where it's more dry. There are more times that you need to be prepared for the fight. You're actually not in the fight yet, right? There are times where you have to practice your scales. And then there are times when you're on stage, playing with the orchestra, and you're the grand pianist in the big dress, right? You can't jump from success to success. You have to be willing to go through the process. And the question really is, are you willing to say yes to the responsibility? Are you willing to say yes to the work that it takes? Not the work, life is so hard. No, not that. But yeah, like, to be honest, it feels like hard work, and I'm not afraid of hard work. And I'm here to do the work that I'm meant to do. Not the work that someone else is meant to do. I'm here to do the work that I'm meant to do. And thinking about what other people are doing, or if I'm ahead or behind or whatever anything anyone else is doing, is genuinely none of my business. It is none of my business what they think of me. It is none of my business where they are, what they're doing in comparison to me. The only thing that matters is me, my mission, my purpose, serving the people that I'm here to serve, doing what I need to do, and that's it. And I'm here to stay committed to that. So all of those breakups were really showing me this pattern of, you continually are choosing things that actually are not meeting your needs. They're not giving you what you need. And you need to evolve beyond that. You need to get to a place where you're saying, actually, like, as nice as this is, and as nice as it has been, and as good as it's been, this isn't where I'm going, and you're not going with me. So I'm gonna let you fade. And it's painful to be here. Every day is painful and lonely. But, there are better days too, where I'm like, I'm doing a great job. Like, look at me go. Like, I'm in this really hard time, and I'm still here in this moment. I'm always trying to direct my attention toward the present, and I'm getting better at it. And that's something to celebrate. And I celebrate my consistency and the discipline that I know will turn into devotion as time goes on, that will get easier and easier. And I'm changing my identity. I'm changing my actions, my behaviors, my thoughts, my mindsets. And when I do that, I know my life changes. So I'm excited to see what happens from here. And I'm documenting it. I'm documenting it every week. So that's where I'm at this week. And I know that there are definitely a lot of people out there who are rebuilding their lives. So if that's you, let me know. And thanks for listening once again. And I'll see you next time. Bye.